Hello everybody, welcome back. This is the Amber Army YouTube Retro Championship Manager 3 series with Aston Villa. We are on episode number 15, and as you can see we're playing a tricky game away to Wimbledon to start off this episode. Let's have a little look who we're up against in this one. So it's 3 away games: Wimbledon, Chelsea and then Man United. If we can get 2 draws or at least 1 win and a loss in those 2 games there in the Premier League, I'd be really happy. But it's about that FA Cup quarter-final replay against United. Really feel we should have beaten them at home. We got to go away now. It's going to be tricky, but hey, let's get on with it and let's get straight into the game against Wimbledon. Okay, so we're about to kick off our game against Wimbledon. Dealt a big blow, losing both Southgate and Egiog for this game. We got Schumacher and Barry, so looking at that, it's a very inexperienced defensive 4, but Steve Watson is still in there and he does take the captain's armband. We've still got Bosnich in goal. I've dropped Jamie Shaw. He played a 5 in his last game. He hasn't been too great lately. Seth Johnson's going to get given the opportunity to play alongside Lee Hendry, with George O'Callaghan back from injury, ready to take his place if they're not playing that well. Obviously the 2 Spaniards up front, Lovenkrands and Joachim on the wings. You'd fancy our chances with the kind of players that we've got in any game, but you never know. Championship Manager 3 was always one to bring me back down to earth with a real crashing bang. Let's see if we can muster some points in these next 2 away games, tricky ones. I always found Wimbledon really hard to play against. Pretty much any of the Premier League teams in the first season are difficult away. You find some just tend to beat you out all the time. Some of them you just manage to get the win. But so we're 20 minutes in on this one, and not a lot has happened, to be honest. Well, that's a good sign. One of their centre backs getting a yellow card. Wimbledon have been all over us looking at the stats there. I think when you've got an inexperienced centre back pairing, they tend to try and exploit you through the middle. But we're keeping them at bay at the moment with the kind of players, the kind of forward players we've got. No, Bosnich makes a save. The kind of forward players we got the capability of pinching a goal. Quayla, when he misses them, he bloody misses them, doesn't he? Okay, so looking like we're going to go in 0-0 at half time. But wait there. Oh. Could have pinched a goal there, but the only 2 attempts we've had at Quayla have missed terribly. Wimbledon have had a lot more opportunities than us. See if we can have a better second half now. Corner kick. Oh, comes to nothing. Okay, so we passed the hour mark. I think it's about time we made a sub, maybe. Okay, so it's got to be in the centre of midfield. Seth Johnson's having a mare. He had an opportunity to make a difference in the game, taking Jamie Shaw's place. He's not taking his opportunity too well. So see if O'Callaghan coming back into the frame can bring anything extra from the centre of midfield. Okay, so Joachim's not playing too well. He's a bit knackered. Quayla's knackered. Let's make the double substitution now. Let's hope we don't get any injuries in the last 10 minutes. See if we can pinch this game. Oh, God. I thought we might have done it then. Oh, 88th minute. What a time that could have been to score. Lovenkrands putting it over as well. So, as I said before the game, I'd have been happy with a point in both games, and considering Wimbledon had more of the chances, we got to be happy with that one. Just take a look and see where that leaves us in the league. Leaves us in 6th. We have got a game in hand over Chelsea, who are above us. We play them next. Could be an interesting game. So, yep, all to play for in the next one, I think. Let's get straight to it. Okay, so we're here at the Chelsea game. This is going to be a very, very tough one, because you can see they got a very experienced and talented teammate against us there, and we've got a very young teammate. Steve Watson is out for this game, and so is Tevenet. So Byfield comes in. Mark Smith comes in at centre-back. Shimmick is pushed out to the right. Jojo Callahan starts alongside Lee Hendry, and there's our bench. Pretty much the only players we got available to put on the bench. So let's hope for a miracle on this one. To be honest, I can't see it happening unless we get a bit of brilliance from our youngsters. I'd be extremely happy with a point in this one, to be honest. But we're starting bright, quite mind you. We're pretty bright. Go on, Quayla. Well, usually when he misses them, he usually misses them by miles, but he was close then. There we go, 10 minutes in, still 0-0. Oh, this is the kind of game Lovenkrands it can really, really do with having a really good performance. Ooh, we're testing them so far. I'm pleasantly surprised at the moment. Oh, I thought he'd scored. But even though with that, for the first 25 minutes, I'd still have us as the better team. Until I fucking opened my mouth and that happened. Damn. We're getting our chances, we're just not taking them. Oh, this is a shame, this is, because we've done well so far. We don't deserve this. Harsh, isn't it? Pretty harsh. But what I like is that we got a talented young team. I mean, we're going to come into our own pretty well, I think, in the next few years. But we're a few ingredients short of a winning team. I mean, we've been winning games, but it just goes to show we get a couple of injuries and we fall to pieces. So Quayla's had a shite game. Keith O'Neill can play up front, so I'm going to give him an opportunity up there. I don't want to take Lovenkrands off, but Keith O'Neill needs to have opportunities. I'm going to go Ian Anderson for Joachim then as well. See if this double substitution makes any difference. Because if we can get a goal before the 80th minute, I think we've got a chance at a draw. Let's make the last sub. Let's get Jamie Shaw on there. Yep, this is a real shame. think we deserved more from that game than a defeat. So where does that leave us now? 7th place, because there were teams behind us pushing their way upon us. So 7th place, to be honest with you, was a position I'd have been happy to have taken at the beginning of the season, but let's hope we don't go into a losing rut now. So hope we got some of our players back for the United game. At least if we can't finish in the top 5 in the Premier League, at least see if we can get an FA Cup win. Let's go to that replay. Okay, so the final match of this episode, our cup replay against Man United. The good news is Steve Watson's back. The bad news is Matt Bosnich is out. And the even worse news is no one else is back. So we're practically the same team, although I've taken Lee Hendry out and put Jamie Shaw in. I think we're going to need a defensive midfielder in this one. O'Callaghan, we're going to need someone who can create as well if we're open to pinch it. But Barry and Shimmick are in the centre of defence. Chalice and Watson either side. Matthew Gent is getting much better as goalkeeper, so I'm happy enough with having him in. Joe Chim, Quayler, Byfield and Lovenkrands will be leading the front line in this one. So here we go. Man United look to attack, pushing forward with numbers. So we can catch them on the break. Speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. There's a spanner in the works for us. Happy days. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Mark Smith. We're just going to have to do that and hope and pray. What an absolutely awful start to the game. We're going to get battered now, aren't we? What a way to go out of the FA Cup. At a point where you should have beaten Man United at home, you didn't. You've got to go there, hard enough as it is without half your best players, and you go down to 10 fucking men. Send him off. That's an absolute blow and a half, isn't it? Hope and pray. That's all we can do right now. Oh, this is depressing, isn't it? But we're still 0-0. Half hour in, we're still 0-0. So we've gone for 30 minutes with the 10 men, and we're keeping them at bay at the moment. Right. So players ain't playing that badly. Well, saying Jamie Shaw's playing out of 5 at the moment, but I don't know how anyone's going to be playing anything good at the moment, to be honest with you. It's going to be backs to the wall, rearguard action, parking the bus. Oof, thought we might have nicked it then. Well, not so much nicked it, because that would have probably made them go at us even harder, being 1-0 down. What I'm kind of hoping for now is that we can sort of keep it at 0-0 up until about the 89th minute, and then bang, with a winner. We'll probably do with some fresh legs, to be honest with you, though. So let's have a little look where we can do it. Lovenkrands not playing the best. Lee Hendry will have to come on for him. Can't go bring Ian Anderson on. What's the conditions looking like? Quayler's knackered. Stan Collingwood will have to come on. I know we've made all our subs early on, but a bit of experience with Collingwood maybe. Clutching at straws though, hoping he's going to do anything. He's done nothing for us all season. Oh, come on. It said that Collingwood was clean through on goal. I knew that was too good to be true. Oof. Said the 89th minute. Extra time, is it? Yeah. Well, we've done a hell of a lot better so far than I thought we would. Can we take this to penalties, maybe? Go on, Collymore. Oh, Byfield, why? Half time and extra time. 15 minutes until penalties. Oh, did I say that'd be a shitey time to lose it now? Come on. Oh, go on, Ghent. You got to be joking me when I said he must score then. Usually a sign of they're going to score. Hits the post, no. Oh, what? Oh my god, that is the worst. That's the last kick of the game as well. Oh, what a crushing end to an absolutely abysmal episode, honestly. Don't know what to say, guys. That is just... oh. Harsh ain't even the word for that. That is absolutely soul-destroyingly awful. We managed to play so well in the end as well. I mean, we had chances playing practically the entire match plus extra time with 10 men at Man United, and somehow we got to the 120th minute with it at 0-0, looking at a penalty shootout, and Roy Keane, one of the biggest dickheads to ever play football, is the one that comes in and steals it from us. So that's us out of all the cups now, so just the league to focus on, but we're not going to do anything in the league, so hopefully a higher finish will be on the cards when we get our players back. We can start winning some games again. But yeah, gutting of course, but you know, it's just one of them things, guys. Until the next time, cheerio for now.